Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else who's watching this. Today we're going to be doing a Xbox 360 WarHammar Space Marine unboxing. Now, I got this game for, I think it was about $43.50 or nearly $44 plus tax. It says $48 there when you get it pre-owned, which is another way I've seen it used, but I also have the 10% off card from GameStop. I've been watching this game for a while though, and I waited a while to get this game. I think it's been out for a month or two, and it was fantastic to get a bit of a discount because the more money you have, the more games you can buy. So you can play Space Marine online without having the online pass, or the elite pass, or whatever it's called, but you're restricted to, I think, only getting level 5, so it may be something to consider in the future if you're hardcore and you're into this and you buy this game and you have it used. Though, even if you buy the online pass, if I was paying, let's just say, $44 plus tax, another $10, so we could just round it up to, well, it was $44 plus tax and then another $10. I guess it'll be $54 plus tax, so we'll just round it up to $58. Still $58, the lower price than buying it new for was $60 plus tax, so that'd be about $65. So still about a $7 difference. So you save a bit of money there, which is fantastic because the more money you have, the more games you can buy. Now, getting back to the WarHammar Space Marine, I got it for the Xbox 360. It's also for the PS3. I got it used. And usually when I get used games from GameStop, there's 6 things you can expect. A is do not ever expect to get a original case for the game that you're getting the system for, meaning if you're getting an Xbox 360 game, you can expect to get a PS2 case. That's number 1. The second thing is you can also expect to never get the cover art for your game. That's number 2. The third thing is you could expect the case to look beat up. It looks like somebody hit it with a baseball bat or ran over with a car. I don't know how they get in a terrible condition when they sell them used to GameStop, but they just look beat up and in bad condition, so don't expect to have a case in good condition. So we cover the cover art missing, the case being a PS2 case instead of a Xbox 360 case, if they even have a case. Then and then the case looking beat up. The fourth thing is never expect to get a manual. The manual is usually missing. The fifth thing is expect there to be black ink on the disc from a permanent black Sharpie. They usually write on the disc. Even if you get them new, there's writing on the disc. And 6, expect it to be scratched. And 7, like I said, pray it works, because sometimes it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, you have to go back to GameStop. You have to spend the gas money to return it or exchange it. So this is above my expectations, which is fantastic though, because I usually can't expect to get a disc that doesn't have ink, a disc that doesn't have ink written over it, a disc that is not severely scratched. I usually can't expect to get the cover art. I can't expect to get the original case. I can't expect to get the manual. So this is basically a surprise. Like I said, if you're always prepared for the worst and something positive happens, then it becomes a surprise rather than being something completely dreadful. So that's the way I look at it though. So I don't ever expect to get a better package deal or what I should be getting though, which I think for the price that I paid for the game, I think I should get the manual, the cover art, the original case, a disc that doesn't have ink, and a disc that doesn't have ink written over it, and the disc that's not scratched, and a case that isn't beat up. But unfortunately you can't always guess that though, so if you expect the worst and you get something fantastic, then it just becomes even better, and you're already anticipating something negative. So if it's positive, it's even more positive than if you were to anticipate something positive and then be disappointed. So it just makes the experience that much more positive if I'm getting something that I don't expect to get, rather than expecting something positive and then getting something negative, and then I guess having a negative state of mind rather than just a satisfied state of mind, because as long as the disc works, that's all that matters. So anyways, let's get off the psychological part of buying video games and get back onto the unboxing. So this is Warhammer Space Marine. I think it's Warhammer 40k or 40,000. I think it's 40,000. And so I got it used. Let's open the case up. And as you can see, we got the plastic, we got the manual, and the disc is missing plastic. Actually, surprisingly, this one actually has plastic. I thought it was missing plastic. The plastic is just cut, so there's lines in plastic, but this one's not missing plastic. I'm shocked. Maybe it can fall out or something. But this is not what I usually expect. We've got the disc right here. I'm going to put that back. We also got the manual. Surprised I got the manual though. And hopefully the disc works. Now that could be an issue. Let's see what the manual has. Oh wow, it has a Elite Pass on the back. That's fantastic. It has the controls. I think the person who got it before me used Elite Pass. I mean, people have silver memberships for free though, so the Elite Pass is on the back. It's probably already used. And I may buy the Elite Pass for $10. It just depends how much I get into it. And I can't wait to play the campaign. There's a lot of ways of mobs that you're fighting, and I've been a fan of WarHammar. I used to have some of the orcs where you spray paint them and you color them, and I guess you could use them for battle. I never got an army for WarHammar because that would have been a fortune. And I mean, think about why I guess spend a fortune basically playing a game with your imagination when you could spend a lot less money and don't have to be as creative. Because when you're playing the Warhammer Space Marine or the Warhammer game, they have multiple ones, a medieval one, there's a Lord of the Rings one, and then there's a futuristic one. When you're playing the game, you can spray paint your soldiers, you have to buy them, you have to make an army and get all the vehicles and build it, so that takes a while in itself, so it's super time consuming. Now let's say you buy a decent army for $600. The soldiers are super expensive. You still have to find someone to play against, and when you do though, it may only be at I guess Warhammer Workshop or whatever the place is called, and then even then you may not be able to play if it's not open, if you don't know anyone in real life who can, if you don't have any friends in real life who can play, so maybe you just play people at the shop, and if all the tables are used at the shop, then you're stuck waiting, and then you got to carry everything with you, and then you got to use your imagination. So when your 5 soldiers are just say fighting their sniper, and when, let's just say, one of the soldiers falls down, I mean, the visuals aren't being represented for you as clearly as they are in this game. I mean, when you're fighting in this game, you see the action on the battlefield rather than just models of soldiers, so it's a lot less it doesn't require as much imagination, and it's a lot less expensive, and it's just a lot easier. I don't have to go to the, I guess, GameWorks. I think that's the place of the shop. I haven't been there in years, so GameWorks. I don't have to go in GameWorks, bring all my soldiers, spend $600, find an army, build them, paint them, spray paint them, and use my imagination. I could just put a disc in the Xbox 360 or PS3, pick up a controller, and the action's right in front of me, and I'm pretty much good to go. So basically, if you look at the back of the disc, you can see I guess what they have on the back of the disc is they have extremely small font, but this is Warhammer, I think 40,000 Space Marines. I really wanted to get it though. I'm glad I got it, and great that I could get a discount. Like I said, the more money you have, the more games you can get. So you can expect to see reviews, possibly walkthroughs, possibly playthroughs, my opinions of it, commentary. So there's a lot of I guess excitement that can go into I guess that can be the value of excitement can be experienced through playing this game if you enjoy. So there's a lot to look forward to, and like I said, if you see my reviews, gameplays, playthroughs, walkthroughs, or whatnot, or if you read a review or watch a review, anyway, it's fine though, and if you're interested in this, I mean, it may be a game that you may want to consider buying or renting, or if they have a demo, maybe download that. So there's a lot to look forward to, and thank you for watching this live commentary review, and you can expect to see some Warhammer 40k or 40,000 Space Marines reviews. So I hope you guys look forward to some future videos, and I'll see you guys later.